Good morning and welcome to the Australian Stock Report's online morning update for the 15th of December 2011. The nightmare week on Wall Street continued overnight, with benchmark indices slumping amid fears last week's EU summit did nothing to address Europe's immediate crisis. Fueling the overnight rout was German Chancellor Merkel, who reiterated her objection to expanding the Eurozone's bailout fund and warned the crisis could take years to resolve. That disappointed investors, who have been clamouring for steps to help ease the growing stresses in the financial system. The summit has failed to alleviate the acute funding pressures in Europe, with Italian 5-year bond yields rising to a record and interbank lending rates climbing to multi-year highs. The financial stresses heaped further pressure on the euro, which sank to its lowest level against the greenback since January. The euro's woes contributed to a huge sell-off in commodities, with gold and copper shedding 5% each and silver plummeting more than 7%. Oil was also sold off sharply after OPEC agreed to raise its daily production quota for the first time since January 2009. Currencies tied to commodities weren't spared from the punishment, with the Aussie tumbling below parity and the Canadian dollar pressured by the plunge in oil prices. The SPY collapsed below the 41.70 support region overnight, extending its losses into a low of 41.30. However, the index recovered some lost ground towards the end of the US session and is currently trading around 41.50. The Aussie market is set to take its cue from the slide on the street, with futures currently pointing to a 40-point drop on the open.
Get free access to our daily reports and recommendations now. Visit australianstockreport.com.au/try.